Hello everyone, I'm Yannis Kalafatis and together we'll learn more about the Mediterranean cuisine and diet. Today we'll go away a little bit from the healthy recipes that we usually do. Not that we're a healthy channel, I've never said that. It's a very cool and fast cake. It's literally 10 minutes to make it. It's super fast if you have a mixer. If you don't have a mixer, it might take 12. I'm joking. And it also is dairy free. It can be made gluten free as well if you want. Yeah, let's have a look. Actually, let me get my apron on so I don't become white from my black clothes. Ooh, that looks really good. First step, please open our link down below in the description or type on Google yanniskalafatis.com. You'll find our beautiful recipe. Actually, by doing the thing by clicking the link in the description will save you your time because it'll be ready for you. Yeah, so get all the ingredients ready. So in my mixing bowl I've got the sugar, all right, and I'm gonna start mixing. I've done half light brown, or you can use demerara if you want, and half white sugar. That's a preference. And then we have 4 eggs here. I'm gonna drop them one by one so it mixes nicely. And once it breaks our eggs, I'm gonna put it on maximum speed to make it foamy. At the meantime, and while we have this noisy thing on, we're gonna turn our oven on to 180 degrees. Okay, so we have a kind of meringue, not a meringue, ready. It's not gonna get more foamy than that. And then we're gonna start with our liquids. We got our oil, a bit of vanilla and almond essence, and our almond milk. And now we will pause. So on this bowl, I've got the salt and the baking powder. When you have like baking powder and hydrocolloids, as we call them, they need to be activated, and this is usually done by mixing with a little bit of salt or sugar. And here we've got our almond powder and our flour. So we're gonna put everything together. We will add everything into the mixing bowl. Everything. This is how easy it is. If I was not talking, it will be done already. Okay. Now you're gonna start slowly, so you don't get powders all over the place. And now we're gonna increase our speed to incorporate everything. So we're gonna reduce the speed a little bit on this, and at the same time we're gonna work and prepare our tin. As we saw on the previous video, that was a beautiful dairy-free vanilla cake that it's basically from childhood, from my grandmother recipe. You can find this down below in the description or on the channel. Is actually our second video on the channel, which is really cool. So all we will need is some butter. Now I have used Flora. Is dairy-free, is plant-based. It's up to you. If you don't have any issues, you can just use normal butter. And we got a block, and then we're just gonna rub it against our tin. Here is very important, it's a tricky one. We need to get every single corner. If you don't, your cake gonna stick, and then actually this is the most important part of the process. Yeah, and then it will be destroyed, and that's not good. So take your time, do this step carefully, right? Now a little bit of extra butter is not gonna hurt anybody, right? Just make sure we have enough. So as you can see, is buttered everywhere. Next step is we'll get our fancy scoop with flour, and we're gonna drop a good amount. Now, with one hand you're gonna be holding it, and the other one I want you to heat the tin. Now here is very important as well. Don't worry if you drop a little bit down. We can get it with a pastry scraper, right? So we're gonna be rotating it and basically spreading flour everywhere. If the flour doesn't coat somewhere, that means we haven't buttered it properly. So make sure you do that before you proceed. Okay. Okay, so here we are. This is our tin ready. Now next step is to pour everything into our tin. So we're gonna go the whole mix in. Just go around carefully. Make sure we scrape the sides and not dropping it in the middle like I just did, because I'm looking at the camera. Okay, so this step is done. Our cake is ready to go in for about 45 to 50 minutes. That depends on your oven, really. And then let's go have a look onto a very secret recipe for a glaze that I've got and is super good. Alright, so our timer has gone off. We'll open carefully and we'll insert a knife. As we take it out, it should come clean. If it comes clean and there's no pieces on it, have a look. That means that is good to go. Now that sticks a little bit, so I'm gonna leave it another 5 minutes just in case. Okay, so our timer has gone off. Our cake is ready, so we're gonna take it out. It has this beautiful golden color. Okay, just look at this beauty. That looks so good. So the glaze I haven't started yet. I'll leave the cake to cool down a little bit. We're gonna remove it from the forma and then cool it down further, and then we'll start the glaze, because that needs to be a little bit cold, a bit warm. It's not gonna hurt, but yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so our cake is cold enough that I can touch the tin. Obviously on the bottom is still hot. Look at this piece of art. This is beautiful. And this, how easy was it to make? So what we'll need will be a resting or a cooling rack on top of a tray, and we're gonna put it here. We'll leave it to cool down a little bit, and then we'll glaze it on here. Okay. In a pot or pan, we'll get sugar, water, and glucose following our recipe. Turn on the heat, and we'll whisk until this is dissolved or incorporated. Okay, this is hot enough. Here we've got some more sugar with pectin. So that, as I said before, is a hydrocolloid and we need to activate it. That's why we have it mixed with extra sugar. And now we're gonna whisk well, so we don't have any lumps. So we'll bring this to a boil, mixing here with the Maris a little bit. You can see here is very thick. Oop. Now we will start dropping a little bit by a little bit to our chocolate, and then we wanna just mix a little bit everywhere, like so. So it starts melting, and I will help a little bit. Here we'll mix until the texture changes. I'll show you in a bit. You need to be a little bit patient with that, so we get the perfect chocolate glaze. This is what you're looking for. See this beautiful color? Now we'll go with a little bit more, and we'll mix again until it thickens. It becomes the same consistency. Now we'll go with the rest. And again, we'll repeat until it's thickened and the same consistency. Now obviously that is too hot. We will leave it a little bit to cool down slightly, because basically I don't want to fully cover the cake with a glaze. I want to do like a little bit like of a dripping. Now if you want to fully cover it, feel free, go ahead and just use it as it is. Alright, so we'll get our cake in position. There we go. And with our glaze on one hand and the Marie on the other, just in case we need it, we'll just go on top and let it drip around. Now I will leave it to set a little bit, and then I'll go again on top, because as is a cake, it's gonna absorb it. So we want to have like a nice glaze, so we gotta wait a little bit and then go again. Let's try to do one more, see how it reacts. And the one that falls under, we can reuse it. So don't worry if you feel like you're wasting a lot. There you go, we're gonna go around and repeat. We're getting there. See the effect I wanted to create, is working. Let me show you as well from this angle. So basically, yeah, I don't want it to fully cover. I want like a little bit of gaps, let's say. And from this angle too, yeah, there you go. That makes it look so nice. Imagine that sliced. That'll be so good. And again, we will leave it for about another 5 minutes and then we'll go again. Alright, so more than 5 minutes passed. As you can see, the colder it gets, the thicker it will get. And that is not a bad thing. It will help us, for the cake at least. There you go. We'll do one more. Oop. We'll have some little pieces. We don't want those, so we're gonna stop. Okay, and this is our glazed cake. Look at this beauty. Just look at that. Yeah, again, thanks so much for watching. The link for the recipe can be found down below in the description, or you can type yanniskalafatis.com on Google and you'll get there. As you're down there, don't forget to subscribe and join us and support us for future and just more beautiful videos. Yeah, thank you again and have an amazing day.